Today, it's a special pleasure for me to welcome back to campus a recent UToledo graduate to speak to the class of 2022. An inspirational wildlife researcher and educator, Randy Thomas will tell you that sharks were his first love as a child. You may remember watching him last year on Discovery's Shark Week series called Shark Academy. He was the top competitor on the program, securing a crew spot on Shark Scientist, Dr. Riley Elliott's next great Shark Tank diving expedition. Randy's passion for animals and endangered species has taken him around the world, working with government, private, and nonprofit organizations committed to wildlife research, education, and conservation. Following his 2019 graduation from the University of Toledo with a bachelor's degree in environmental sciences, Randy joined the Bimini Biological Field Station Shark Lab in the Bahamas as a research volunteer. You'll currently find Randy in the desert as a wildlife technician for the U.S. Geological Survey in Southern California, where he studies the endangered Mojave Desert tortoise and the surrounding habitat. We couldn't be prouder of his early career achievements. I know that you will be inspired by his enthusiasm to embrace every opportunity and never let yourself believe that you will fail. Please join me in welcoming Randy Thomas.
Randy, he needs to get a little bit closer.
Randy's doing a great job here. He's on the bottom. His body language is impeccable, so calm and collected. Excellent dive, Randy. Randy's nailed it.
Man, I want y'all to give another hand for yourselves, all the graduates, so I want you all to give yourselves a hand. Come on. Yeah. And then secondly, for all the friends, the family, and the supporters in the crowd here today, I want you all to give yourselves a hand. All right, good morning, everybody. So I have a little icebreaker activity that I like to do. It's a poem, it's a song by 100 Waters that I like to say in order to keep myself grounded and just to set the pace. So, don't let me show cruelty, though I may make mistakes. Don't let me show ugliness, though I know I can hate. And don't let me show evil, though it might be all I take. Show me love, show me love. Don't let me think weakly, though I know that I can break. Keep me away from apathy while I am still awake. And don't let me think too long of the one I'm bound to face. Show me love, show me love, show me love. So I feel like, honestly, about 10, 15 minutes isn't enough for you guys. In my 24 years of life, blessings have come my way. I know I've been grinding, but it's only a fool would think that it didn't take a village. So I wanted to give a special thanks to the following. First and foremost, glory be to God for waking me up this morning and to deliver these gems to you all and another opportunity to be great and serve. And then my friends and my family that's up there. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hey, siblings. Love you so much. Fun. And then secondly, I want to give thanks to Dr. Anthony Quinn, may he rest in paradise, for bringing me here to the university and planting a seed and seeing my potential, for his legacy lives on. Dr. Sammy Spann for being a bridge builder and lighting the way, exposing me to a life outside of my comfort zone. Thank you. Dr. Barbara Snyder, Dr. Willie McKether, Dr. Flap Cockrell for supporting me along the way. Valerie Walston and Red's life for allowing me to be a vessel to impact UT's life here at campus. Tia Tucker, Julie Radwanski for providing me a safe space to sharpen my craft and to be myself. Damon Pryor for granting me my first job here at the university at the rec center, for helping me, allowing me to provide for myself, my family, and friends in college, and also being a helping hand. I'd like to thank Dr. Janine Ref Snyder-Strebe, Dr. Henry Strebe, Dr. Todd Krell, Dr. John Bossenbrook, Dr. Von Sigler, Sarah Yaklin, Angelica Johnson, Kay Abuasi, for just believing in me and allowing myself to be myself and exploring my passions through a world that we share with enthusiasm. And also to President, Provost, and the people for allowing me to be here today. Again, glory be to God. And I'm thankful for the members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated for pushing me, to helping me be out. So root to the bros. And when I was here and I graduated, I set it out. So I know it's a couple bros out here, Lavelle, that's out here gonna graduate. So y'all gotta set it out for me. But there's a few points that I want to share with you all today. I know they're recording this and everything, but I want you all to really pay attention. Take notes if you have to. Pull out your phones, take notes. I really want you to get this. So I have three main things that I do want to share with you today. I love acronyms personally, so I'm going to call this one FPF. Foundation, Protection, Flight. Again, that's foundation, protection, and flight. Now, in order to acquire these three, I had to show, and you must show, gratitude, selflessness, humility, discernment, and ultimately having fun. Being grateful for what you have, the selflessness to give with no expectation, humility for what you don't have, discernment to act without judgment, and gain an understanding, and the ability to have fun through it all. So, Randy, what is it? So, focusing on the foundation. There's awareness and a pursuit of awareness one has when crafting and building. Which are we with ourselves? And awareness and humility to honestly ask ourselves, what are the weak points that can compromise the foundation? We start from the ground up. We're surrounded by instant gratification, and honestly, I was a victim of it starting off as well. Like, what am I gonna do? I have friends, they're making $80,000, $90,000, some $150,000 right out the gate of college. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna get to the money? They started there, I'm not there, I gotta compete, It's not about the surroundings, yet the internal characteristics that can handle our surroundings. You must ground yourself internally in order to execute externally. And not all homes are the same. You might have cookie cutter homes that might look the same, appear to be, but actually have a lot of differences. Same applies to life. Everyone sees what it appears to be, but few experience what they really are. And in order to find that, you must look and reflect inward in what you want to accomplish and build from there, brick by brick. Also, cultivating your relationships. You must grow strong and mighty when there are days of pain and struggle, where you grow weary and feel like the world is against you. That means that breakthrough is peeping right around the corner. That's your pruning process. You must allow yourself to bear the fruit in which life has out for you. Do you all really think that the fruit grows before the branch? Because I ain't never seen that. All that overgrowth you might be thinking is good growth just might be what's blocking the sun from shining on your fruit, shining that light down on your gift. Your light was not getting its reach. When you focus on the foundation, you permit yourself to go through and see what works and what doesn't, what's good for you and what's not as good. Which means you must be willing to go through every emotion. In words from the late Nipsey Hussle, you must go through every emotion in order to stand on what you believe in and what you're getting behind. So there's no cutting corners, because they'll cut you. Focus on the foundation. Next is protection. So think of your most prized possessions. We have passcodes on our phones. We have locks on our homes. Our safes are filled with our valuables, and we lock our accounts with pins and passwords, but where's the protection on your peace? Where's the protection on your wellness? The protection of your energy? Protection on your goals and admirations? See, you set the foundation and you cultivate in order to strategize and organize your order of protection. Because pests will be placed in your life along your journey. And they're gonna be there to spoil those fruits that life has brought for you to bear. So in other words, sometimes some people are placed in your life just to set you off track. Like that big bad wolf that's trying to blow your house of dreams down. But we must protect that. Not everyone gets to know those fine details. You have to have a level of discretion. Stop telling the right hand what the left hand's doing. You gotta go out and execute. So You might be asking, well, how do I do that? How do I know who to tell and who not? Well, once you build that foundation, you know which bricks to be laid in the order in which they are. They build you up, and so will the people and experiences who genuinely are for you. Protect. Which leads me to my next point, taking flight. Now, our mascots are the Rockets, and you might find it corny when we go around screaming TOL, EDO, and all of that, but know this to be true. May your successes blast off like rockets. Let the impact you have leave trails that serve as the ground layer for your community and peers. Idris Sandu, a king of tech, architecture, and innovation, said, to plan in decades, think in years, execute in months, but don't lose sight of being present in days. It's a marathon out here, graduates. The decisions you make presently have an effect futuristically. So don't be so caught up in the moment that you lose track of what's in store. Though tomorrow's not promised, there still is promise. Execute those goals you set aside for yourself in months. It might take a few years, but when you grind like there's no tomorrow, and tomorrow's not promised, you're proactive. You're further ahead than you were before in chasing your passion for you. Represent. Put on for your calling. Everyone was born unique and no one the same. Represent. Always be a student. The biggest room is the room of improvement. And I'm telling you from experience, the sky is not the limit. I jump down from it. Nor the mountains and the clouds. I climb them every day. Shoot for the stars and aim for the moon, and then hit your head on the sun. Foundation, protection, and flight. And as a closing, I would like to recite a poem that got me through the best and the toughest of days. And bros, you all should know this one. See It Through by Edgar Albert Guest. When you're up against the trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fail, you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim. But don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. If the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you're beset. But remember you are facing just what other men have met. You may fail but fall still fighting. Don't give up whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish. See it through. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, Randy, for sharing your inspirational speech and your insights with all of us. We are very fortunate to have you here with us today in honor of our graduates. Please give Mr. Thomas another round of applause to thank him. Graduates on my right, beginning with the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, will come forward to the lower stage on my right, alternating with graduates on my left, beginning with University College, who will come forward to the lower stage on my left.
College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Hannah Rose White. Haley Lynn Van Dusen. Lee Sullivan Harms. Jonathan Wolosinski. William Samuel Jackson. Andrew Gertz. Haley Stack. Lana Mackenzie Johnson. Michaela Lynn Wagner. Jessica A. Funari. Hannah Lynn Rosenwald. Aditya Acharya. Bhavana Morinkar.
Prithwish Bhattacharjee.
Michael Abdoni. Megan Lee Fote. Jaron John. Kendall Suzanne Jacobs. Anna Lund. Kaylin Ann Karsten. Nisha Solanki. Archita Gadam Reddy. Alyssa Sue Dickens. Caitlin Marie Pollock. Lainey Durbin. Elena Grace Taylor Riffle. Nicholas Rolf Koopa. Christopher James Booker. Pablo Torrico Alvarez. Teja Saraswati Ravi. Dylan Trong. Sharvari Anand Brahme. Joseph Nader Hennon. Sean Michael Marzensky. Matthew Jacob Gossett. Edward Andrew Walsh. David Alden Carroll. Julie Elizabeth Watson. McKenna Delaney Dowd. Musa Bashar Lugmani. Devin Noel Smith. Tavion Martin Mason. Faith Emily Neidert. Lauren Marie Firestone. Jordan Casterline. Alyssa Nicole Kelly. Katie Marie Audette. Kyle Richard Townsend. Caitlin Louise Huffman. Benjamin Matthew Neatree. Rudolph Hensel. Kayla Kislin. John Anthony Najar. Jude Aubry. Alan Michael Fahori. Justin Wang. Ryan John Sharp. Christina Leanne Vergas. Shreya Gumadyala. Rudasri Venkata Naga Lakuru. Adam Taha Sari. Ivy Nicole Bergstrom. Sani Zara Nakvi. Carol E. Cannon. Jessica Shantz. Alexander Logan Cruzel. Ryan Tyler Haynes. Shayna Beth Howdeschelt. Emma Catherine Gherkin. Laurel Brooke Leber. Elizabeth Ellen Wheeler. Lana Kamel Abutaha. Nathan Francis Kazicki. Ryan Christopher Damarel. Antonia Maria Hadges. Lauren Elizabeth Dalton. Eve Kelly Schrozinski. Allison Jo Boyer. Sanjay Koka. Danny Sullivan. Ezekiel David Back. Samuel Robert Simpson. Kayla Marie Brya. Hannah Grace Porter. Whitney Adam. Reagan Nicole Roberts. Jeremy Allen Hill. Matthew Tyler Brown. Elena Grace Reyes. Lauren Elizabeth Johnson. Nolan Walter Sagers. James Edwin Granada. Audrey Grace Phillips. Arochita Goal. Chandler Quaid Hopkins. Jacob Richard Colley. Austin James Klausing. Sarah Ann Klausing. Hannah Nicole Overmeyer. Ryan Schrembeck Baker. Itzayana Gauna. Azadine Auni Abdel Khalik. Amber Lee Edson. Hannah Elizabeth Vanderbrook. Alexander Martin. Melanie Lorenz. Elizabeth Ziegelmeyer. Michael Andrew Hilliard. Onileola C. Arowolo. Malia Cameron. John Michael Papp. Da'ana Jihad Al-Shahade. Declan Marshall Kwabena Clayton. Vito Michael Lucarelli. Donna Gracia Rodriguez. Jada Malin Lee. Erin Michelle Agan. Lauren Heyer. Arabella Louise Holden. Joseph Kevin Conrad III. Ryan James Madden.